Hello, No Borders NBDR followers. Joe Snyder, CEO of No Borders, coming to you again with our bi-weekly update video. It is March 28th, and it is opening day of baseball. So I am, of course, rocking my Dodgers jersey. I live, closer to Dodger Stadium than just about any other one. So I'm probably not the best baseball fan, to be totally honest with you, but I do have some friends in baseball, and I've made some new friends in baseball recently. So I am definitely, as far as my fan base goes for baseball, I am a Dodgers fan, but that is about as far as I can claim to fame. Now, as far as football goes, I am a diehard Seahawks fan. My whole family is, and we try to catch a game or two every single year. I normally will get in a Dodgers game or two every year, just because we do live within a short drive away from Dodger Stadium, about an hour or so, and so we do typically end up there for a game every year, and the kids do enjoy that. But it is opening day, happy season, and go Dodgers. So there we go with that. Moving into it, I've got a few different things to cover with you guys today. And we're going to start off with, our annual for 2018. So we were able to get all that done. We actually had it almost done even earlier than it got done, and got all of the updates about OTC Markets' new rules and formatting and standardization for the filings, which the new OTC standards, I think, are really cool. I think that they add a lot of transparency to the filings. They put a lot of information in there that I think everyday people can kind of read and understand, and I like that. So, but that did force us to take a cycle and go backwards and redo a lot of the work that we had done, or reformat, anyways, a lot of the work that we had done on the 2018 annuals. But they are done, they are filed, and they were filed early. Obviously we don't want to be filing things late. Our goal is to always be a step ahead. But we did get them done. We did get them filed, and I know that some of you guys have had a chance to dig into them. Some people have asked me some questions about them, and so yeah, I mean, the one question that I want to address specifically around the financials is, yes, we were able to file the annual. We were able to get that done. We're moving forward into 2019. We're a couple of days away from Q1 being over, and so we'll be working and actively are working on making sure that we have everything in place for the Q1 financials for 2019. So that's really cool. But the one question that I got from a couple of different sources about the financials that we filed was about debt versus equity and these kind of structures. And so I wanted to take a moment and just recognize and celebrate that we were able to finish out last year as strong as we did. We did see continual revenue growth. We've seen continual revenue growth since the end of last year. That's fantastic. And we were able to, at the end of last year, we were able to negotiate a deal to void out and cancel out and terminate, pay off all of the variable convertible debt that the company had. Now, that was debt that came with our acquisition of No Borders in March of last year. And so we were able to make deals to get rid of that. I think that's great for our shareholders. It's great for our equity position and the long-term value of our company to not have what we consider to be toxic debt on the books. And I want to clarify the difference, because in fourth quarter 2018, as you can see in the financials, we did take on some debt, and that debt is not variable convertible debt, and there's a big difference there in our opinion. So I want to go over a couple of things about this debt. First of all, this debt is a fixed conversion debt, and that means that we know exactly how many shares this debt will convert into when it does mature. We know exactly the fixed interest cost of this debt through the term, and the people that are providing this debt are existing shareholders of the company who believe in the company mission, and so much so that the The last tranche of debt that's disclosed in the filing is actually an out of the money deal, which means that the conversion price that the investors are agreeing to convert at is actually higher than the share price was on the day that we accepted the deal, that we closed the deal. And that shows a lot of faith in the investors who believe in us and who are putting up capital and continuing to support us and support the product lines that we want to bring to market and the vision that we have. It really shows that these people understand that we're undervalued on the market and that the market doesn't truly reflect the value and the impact and the things that we've been bringing to bear and the things that we've been bringing to reality. And I'm very proud of that. As we've said all along, we don't really like debt. It's not our favorite instrument to use, but fixed rate debt and variable debt are two very, very different things. Fixed rate debt, you have a very known series of events that can happen in the future, and we have to maintain and grow a share price to make that debt valuable for those investors. They cannot simply have a discount to our daily share price and sell and sell and sell and sell and sell. It doesn't work that way. They have fixed conversion prices. Those prices are between 1.8 and 2 cents a share. Now, we still think that that's very cheap, and our investors think that that's very cheap, which is why they're willing to make those deals. But if you notice on those numbers are actually higher than our current kind of area that we're trending in the open market. And that, I think, says a lot about the type of people who support us and want to see us succeed and believe in what we're doing and the mission that we have, and B, in our ability to structure deals that are extremely friendly for our company and for our shareholders. And that's something that I'm very, very proud of. We've done very consistently from the very beginning, from how we acquired to No Borders to how we structured the debt deals originally that had to be structured, to how we got rid of those, and then to how we restructure to fill the capital needs that the company has. Getting a product line to market, which, by the way, I don't know if you've tried these candied hemp almonds from our No Borders Naturals line, but these are absolutely amazing. They're super, super, super delicious, and we absolutely nailed the flavor profile on those. But getting this to fruition, getting this to a tangible product line that one can hold in one's hand and ship to customers on a daily basis, which we are, takes capital, and it takes resources, it takes time, it takes energy, it takes team resources, and our reality of having groups of investors who believe in us and want to see us succeed and want to see us come out of this thing with beautiful, impactful product lines, with enough inventory to be able to fulfill demand, with enough capital to be able to launch impactful marketing plans for go-to-market, is very, very important to our business. And because of that importance, I think we end up in a position where we look at structures and say, these structures are cost-effective, they're a known equity situation in the future. And also, I want to say one thing about this debt. This debt costs us interest, and we are paying that interest in cash. So we are generating revenues from our business lines, and we are paying the interest on the debt as it comes due. And that puts us in a position where we're not accruing interest on top of debt that then converts either. So we really have structured this in a way that is extremely beneficial to our shareholders, of which I am one. I'm a participant here. I want this to go a very specific direction over the long term, but also a great deal for those people who are putting up that capital to support us and looking to make sure that they're protecting us and supplying us with the things that we need. That's a win-win situation all the way around. And so I am happy to have that debt on our books. I'm happy to use that capital effectively in a lean operating model to get the most impact that we can. That's something that we've done. We've done a lot with very, very little. over the last year. As you know, we just had our 1-year anniversary this month, so it was 20 days ago today that we had our 1-year anniversary for doing our merger and going on this journey with you guys. So thank you guys for coming along with us for that ride. I am thrilled to announce that our annual is filed, that it's filed early. I'm thrilled to announce that we still have no variable convertible debt. There is no death spiral toxic debt out there against our company. The debt that we have on our books is being invested in inventory that goes on our balance sheet. It's being invested in strategic marketing and go-to-market strategies that are extremely impactful. As a matter of fact, let's see here if I can share my screen here, and I am going to share this screen and talk a little bit about some of the stuff that we've been doing. So right here, you know, we just did an event with Celebrity Fight Night in Arizona. It was a fantastic event. We got to just network with so many amazing people from behind the scenes in this type of, you know, engagement in the celebrity industry, as well as directly engaging with some amazing people like Pia Toscano, who is just as, you know, stunning and beautiful in person as she is in pictures, which you can see here. You know, she was there. She had to whisper because she was actually going on to perform right after she left our booth there. So she was whispering to us. We did get to meet with Bo Derek and John Corbet, and just phenomenal people. We had a great time with them. Brian McKnight was there with his lovely wife and came by and said hi and spent some time with us, and we had some laughs. And then, you know, as I said about, you know, baseball, you know, George Brett is one of the all-time greats out of Kansas City. Fantastic guy. I actually spent some time again with him today talking about some things and having some fun. So we really did have a great time at Celebrity Fight Night, sharing the products, sharing the product lines, and what a warm reception and an amazing event for us. Fantastic media for us. I did get to do some media interviews. I actually don't know where the links to those are yet, but I did some media interviews on the spot. They had news crews and cameras and things, and so I got to share some of our company information and some of our product line there as well. And then just a week before that, you know, we were out at our first pop-up store, and this is a model that we are looking at very, very closely. We did 4 events in our opening week, our Hello World week, we're calling it. We did a pop-up store event for 4 days, which was just a smashing success. We did 2 events with the group Elementa. And when we did that, we were able to network with them and take those events, engage with a bunch of women, to present our product, deliver product directly to people, as well as come through and do the pop-up stores that we did, and then the Celebrity Fight Night, which was a sponsorship event and a gifting booth for us direct to the celebrities. So a lot of different kinds of pop-up store and community engagement and marketing events and celebrity events going on all at the same time. We've got a ton of content coming out from those. We've got a ton of impact from those. Chris and the team at No Borders Labs has got custom links and analytics tracking and doing everything that they do to make sure that we understand which of these things generates what and how we, you know, garner value from that. Our email list, specifically talking about No Borders Naturals here, our email list has been exploding. We've added tons and tons and tons of contacts. We've added hundreds of ambassadors and affiliates through that program. And you know, the pop-up stores, the sponsorship events are great, the community events are great, but I really think the pop-up stores are something that are going to be an integral part of how we engage in the real world and how we engage people directly with the product. What we saw at the 4-day pop-up store in Arizona was just phenomenal. You know, people coming up and older folks who have never tried CBD before, who still have all of the misnomers about, you know, is it marijuana? Is it this? Is it that? Is it the other thing? And try the rub, try the tincture, try some of the body lotion, try an almond or two, come back 30, 45 minutes later, like, wow, this doesn't hurt anymore, or this feels better. I need, and they're purchasing product. So when, super, super proud of this product line, incredibly proud of this product line. Nailed the gummies. Like, we searched and searched and searched for this. Francine Hardaway did a post like, oh, we've tried so many terrible gummies. We did. And we worked really hard to find a supply line that had the flavor profiles and the robustness and the bioavailability, lab tested, CBD, amazing gummies. These are absolutely phenomenal. The flavor on these is just absolutely fantastic. I'm very, very proud of this product. The product line is second to none. The branding and the branding package that we put together, in my humble opinion, I am biased, I'll give you that, second to none. We are built to go to mass market, and we've got a plan on how to get there. We're executing that plan extremely aggressively, and it is working very well at the moment. So I am very, very happy with our recent slew of events. We've got a bunch more stuff coming up, an event I'm actually going to announce right now. We are locked in and going to do a pop-up store at the Laughlin Motorcycle Run in Laughlin at the end of April. That is all set up. Everything's handled. Everything's done. And we're in like Flynn for that. So really looking forward to that. Motorcycles have always been a part of my life, and that is a huge traveling demographic. So it's a fantastic place for a pop-up store. It's a fantastic place for giving people something that helps them sleep and reduces pain. And, I don't know if you've ever ridden a motorcycle halfway across the country. I have, and you're sore when you get there, and you're sore for a few days. And I don't drink, but a lot of the motorcycle crews do. And so, they wake up hungover, and we got something for that too. So I am stoked to be going to Laughlin for a pop-up store with this. And we have several events in between now and then even. And that's only 3 or 4 weeks away. So very aggressive go-to-market, very aggressive strategy there. As many of you know, in the CBD side of our business, we can't use a lot of the digital tools that Chris and his team are really, really good at. We can't just go on Facebook ads and put stuff on Instagram. We can't just go on Google and click, 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 and here you go. But neither can our competitors. And that really gives us an advantage because, A, we do know how to get our message digitally across even without Google and Facebook. It's something that I'm very proud that we know how to do. It's something that, by the way, our competitors in the CBD space ask us probably about once a week. We get a message that says, hey, I saw you guys advertising on this and this and that. Can you tell me how to do that? I'm saying, no, I can't. Sorry. But aggressive go-to-market strategy. It's working. We're having a ton of fun with it. We've got a beautiful, amazing product line that I'm very, very proud of. And that's where it all begins and ends, right? If you eat one of these almonds and it's fantastic and you feel better, you're going to come back and get more almonds. Same thing goes for the gummies. We have everything's fully branded, 100% complete product line, all the labeling, all the branding. And we have a ton of inventory in stock. We are selling product every single day. We have multiple events. Just great things all the way around. I can't say enough about how thrilled I am with how this is going, how much traction we've gotten in such a short time, how far our teams have been able to get us in identifying phenomenal product, testing product, checking supply chain, testing supply chain, sending out for lab tests. Marketing materials and brochures and all of these things take so much attention to detail and everything else. And we really do pull it together quite well. I'm very proud of the teams. Again, a giant shout out to the No Borders Naturals teams, the No Borders Labs teams, just everybody with NBDR, Francine Hardaway, Nick Harrington, Cynthia Tanabe, Chris Brown. It just goes on and on and on. The people that are just absolutely fantastic. And we couldn't do this without them. So hats off to all of those guys. Let's see, moving on through our lists here. I got a couple different lists going on today as we get through it. So today is actually the day this video is due, and I'm recording it today. So go Dodgers. Let's see, products. Oh yeah, the dog products. I don't even have any sitting here in front of me, so but I've shared them a couple of times before. My dogs. So I have 2 huskies. I have 2 Siberian huskies. I love those dogs. They're amazing. And but they're restless, right? They're really high energy dogs. They're restless. They're restless at night. We see such a difference in them, just in their demeanor, in their calmness, and also they sleep through the night when we give them the CBD dog treats. They're available on the website. There's a free CBD dog treat sample that's available on the website. You can go to the website right now and get that for free. Just pay, I think it's $4 or something, shipping and handling for that. And then we also have the dog oral spray, which is just a spray that goes in their mouth, 5 or 6 sprays on their tongue. They love it. They lick it up. It tastes like bone. It's a bone broth flavor. I tried it. Don't do that. It's definitely a dog thing. But they love it, so that's what matters. And so we do have the pet line. We are testing some cat treats. My cats love them. They eat a lot of them, so that's a good thing, right? But we're testing cat treats. We're testing a bunch of different things, and that's all going very, very well. So if you've got a dog, for now, with a dog, you can go on the website, order dog treats. You can order the dog sprays. You can get the tincture for dogs, and that's all fantastic. We will have cat treats on there soon. All of the gummies just went live. We've got blue raspberry, cherry, strawberry, sour gummy bears, sour worms. We've got vegan worms and bears. And let me tell you, we worked so hard to nail the flavor profiles on these things and to work to get that product that I really wanted and that our team really wanted. You know, we wanted a robust, delicious product that people wanted to eat again and wanted to eat more of. And, you know, it is a CBD infused product, so you don't want to eat too much of it. You know, you can't overdose, but, you know, definitely a few pieces and you're good. But I wanted to want to. And I didn't find that with the products that we were, you know, ordering off of the market. I just didn't find something that smelled good and looked good and felt robust and tasted good. And I really think that we knocked that out of the park. And I think that, you know, the data shows that the market thinks so too, because everybody that tries this product buys it. So that's a fantastic reality and a fantastic place to be in. But our CBD dog treats are hot on the tail of our gummies as far as, and our almonds, as far as popularity, and our muscle and joint rubs. And, you know, like this is the muscle recovery roll-on gel. This is like a hot cold gel, like a freeze gel, and goes on, tingles, amazing, 100 milligrams of CBD. Love this. Keep it in my gym bag. Can roll it on. Don't have to get anything on my fingers. That's a fantastic product. Fantastic seller for our product line. I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter and Instagram, you would have seen this, but we do have the Dead Sea mud mask, CBD mud mask. These are an awesome product. Has kind of a push down dispenser, so the mud comes out of the middle. Does several masks in one jar. I actually did this, put on the mud mask. Hey, it smells lovely, and it you know, I'm beautiful anyway, right? But it really is fantastic. I did put it on, and I also took a picture and put it on social media, so you can go see what I look like in one of our mud masks. So having a great time. I don't know if you guys can tell, and you know, from the OTC market side of it, you know, OTC Markets is doing a great job. We appreciate those guys. You know, they do a great job. But from the shareholder side out on the OTC market, I would be frustrated. You know, I would be frustrated with the share price as well. I am a shareholder, and I don't think that that the market, you know, valuation of our company currently really reflects the value of the company. I just don't. But if I was from the outside and I was just reading the annual that we just filed and looking at the numbers on there, and I would say, hey, you know what, these guys are working on it. They're making some impact, you know, but you know, they don't have the check in the bank yet per se from a revenue standpoint to say, hey, this thing's going that direction. And I get that. And all I can do about that, guys, is work our butts off, and we're doing it. You know, we're doing it 110%. The teams are working super, super hard. I'm really proud of everybody. You know, the No Borders Naturals line is a lot of fun and a lot of work, and it's a beautiful thing. And we brought a full product line to market. I mean, that was one of the interesting things that we got back as feedback from Elementa from the first 2 events that we did last week, and we have more coming with them, was, hey guys, you know what, we actually need a little bit more focused of your product line. Like, are we going to focus on edibles for this event? Are we going to focus on topicals? Are we going to focus on animal? Because you have so many products. We don't know that we've seen a CBD company out there really that has this breadth and depth of product line, and they're all phenomenal and they're all amazing. But in a 1.5 hour meeting, it's kind of hard to share 12 or 15 SKUs and products and test those and get engagement with them. So that's some feedback that I'll take. Hey, your product line is awesome and it's phenomenal and it's huge, and can we just maybe focus a little bit on which thing we're presenting today? I can do that all day long. That's much better than the reverse part of that problem, for sure. As you know, we have a deal with Silk USA. So Silk is a Silk itself as a product is available on our website. We're the only company in America that can sell it through an affiliate program. So if you are an affiliate, if you are sharing your personal link from No Borders Naturals, you can share Silk as a product and you can earn commission on that. And it's the only place in America that you can do that. And that's great. In addition to that, Silk is made with a kiwi vine extract that the Silk company has exclusive import rights to for North America and some other regions as well, but we'll focus on North America. And so we are working with Silk and looking at how we can utilize that extract, this very viscous, all-natural, moisturizing extract, which is absolutely phenomenal, in CBD products, in CBD topicals, to create a new line of proprietary CBD products with exclusive rights to the ingredient to make it. So we're working on that with Silk. They just had a press release yesterday about their expansion into more topicals lines and things like that. They're working to formulate lotions and balms and things like that using this extract already. And then we're working with them to bring in the CBD portion of that and help to formulate products and come out with something that's very, very special. In our topicals, in the rubs, you know, we use emu oil, which is a phenomenal ingredient. It is an animal-based ingredient, though. And, you know, the fact of the matter is if we can get to a point, and it's expensive, and the kiwi vine extract is an expensive ingredient as well, and we want a premium quality product, so that's okay. But as we move forward, if we can achieve that same transdermal carrier effect, if we can achieve that same anti-inflammation effect and the viscosity without using an animal-based product, I think that gives us a solid differentiating factor in the market, and potentially having exclusive rights to use that ingredient in that way in the CBD space means that if our competitors wanted to use it, they would either have to go through us, or we're just the guys who have those products on the market. And you guys know I love exclusivity, and I love any kind of deal where we can do where we have a real powerful differentiating factor. This is a very interesting ingredient, and I think it's very powerful. And so we'll see how that goes. We are currently actively working on product formulation and with product formulators and manufacturers and things like that with these different ingredients to see how all of these things come out. But it's looking really, really positive so far, and we will keep you guys posted on that as it keeps moving forward. So Metadent, Metadent is one of those things that is just going to be this long, consistent, thing for us. It's such a great industry. It lends itself so well to all of the tools that No Borders Labs deploys around our ecosystem. And we just have this engine that is running, and we got it jump started, and it's sitting there running. It does quite well. It is growing. The product line is growing. Our supplier relationships are growing. Sales is growing. Revenue is growing. I met with some of our legal team ahead of this call, as I do every 2 weeks. Go, hey, how do we break this down, or do I say this, or do I say that? There's all that good stuff. And the one thing we talked about is, hey, you know what? We're at the end of quarter one. We're about to do another filing for Q1, so we're not going to talk about revenue on this call or on this video. So that's fine. That information will be coming out. But I will say this. Our revenue for Q1 is significantly higher than our revenue for 2018. I will say that. And I'm really proud of that. I'm proud of everything that the teams have done so far. we are having an absolute blast. And I really look forward to showing you guys how that impacts the bottom line of the company, showing you guys how we use this capital wisely and how we deploy that capital effectively to get a solid return on investment for the company, for our shareholders, and over the long term, building wealth for everybody that's on this journey with us. So, we are working very, very, very hard, and I'm very excited with the product lines that we have, with bringing new products to market. I think there's 12 or 15 variants of gummies. There's these little fruit chews. They're organic fruit chews. Go on the website, check these out. I don't see. Oh yeah, there's one in there. I don't know if you can see that. It's this little half moon guy right here. So this is like a variety pack. Those fruit chews are amazing. They're like the best thing ever. I love them. I could eat handfuls of them and then sleep really, really well. Amazing gummy bears. The vegan product, vegan's tough in a gummy. Let me tell you, trying to utilize pectin and then adding, gummies are tough with CBD anyways, because you've got this flavor profile problem. And this, what I found was an aftertaste problem, is really what I found. And so getting past that on the regular gummies that have gelatin and tons of sugar. And by the way, guys, this is not health food, okay? Gummy bears are not health food. There's no way to church that out. This is about anti-inflammation. This is about feeling better. This is about resting better. But let's not pretend like gummy bears are going to be health food. So let's just agree that gummy bears are unhealthy as a gummy bear. So don't eat a gallon of them a day. All right? Good. Now, with that being said, the organic fruit chews are delicious. The vegan gummies are the best ones that I've ever tried, and that's a really tough thing to nail down. I'm very proud of the vegan. Francine Hardaway is vegan. Cynthia Tanabe is vegetarian. So this was part of the line that's important to people in our organization as well as the market. We do get quite a few questions around vegan gummies and hey, do you have this without gelatin? At the Fight Night event, there were some Muslim folks there who were doing another presentation. A wonderful family. It was a great sense of humor, but they couldn't try the gummies because I didn't have the vegan ones with us, and what we had was gelatin, and they don't eat gelatin. So totally understand that, and I think that we nailed the vegan gummies as well. So go on the website, check those out. There's a ton of variants there. You can just get the variety pack, see what you like. You can buy individual products: blueberry rings, raspberry rings, sour gummy bears, sweet gummy bears, sour gummy worms, sweet gummy worms, organic fruit chews, and all of those things. So very happy about that. Coming back to MetaNet, we are adding hundreds of products to the website every single day. We are expanding the product line, the product offerings, the technology offerings inside of MetaNet. We have been expanding that very aggressively. That is continuing. We do have more supplier relationships to announce, but we're working on the back end to get through the backlog of product inventory uploading and making sure that those products are uploaded correctly and that they're tagged correctly and that they're synced into all of our marketing and remarketing and digital systems correctly. So I will have an update, I'm hoping by the middle of April, about some even new additional suppliers in MetaNet and things like that. We do have the Arizona Dental Show that's coming up. We're doing our first booth, or I guess it's not really a pop-up store at a dental show, but for naturals, they're pop-up stores. But we're doing our first MetaNet booth at the Arizona Dental Show in a week or so. So beginning of April is the AZ Dental Show. We will be there. We've got a whole booth set up, as well as a large display at the front of the event. So and we've got dental chairs and x-ray equipment and all kinds of cool things that we've brought in, that our suppliers have been kind enough to provide us with, and ship us these large surgical suites and all this stuff to be able to present and show and engage with dentists from around the Southwest. So thrilled to be out doing that event as well. We've got a lot on the calendar. We've got a lot on the schedule. We've got a heavy media load. We've got a heavy marketing load. We've got a heavy events load. And we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep expanding our product lines. We're going to make sure we're bringing the best damn products that we can to market. And we're going to grow the company that way, guys. We are blessed to have friends and family investors who believe in us to a level that they have looked at us at every turn and gone, Okay, what's that going to take? Okay, how do we support you? Um, this is not a cheap endeavor. You know, to bring this product line to market, to bring this inventory onto our books, to make these investments in time and capital is is not very cheap. And we're very lucky to have people who look at that and say, A, I think you're undervalued on the market, and I'm willing to support the company through that process. And B, that have the capital to put to use where we can make these kinds of things happen, make them a reality, and bring them to market. So we're doing it, guys. You know, this is what we wanted to do. You know, we want to use technology and our ability to deploy technology and impact around products and in different verticals. And we're doing that in real time in the real world, and we're having a great time doing it. So as always, I appreciate you guys following the journey. I appreciate you guys coming along for the ride with us. And, you know, please follow our YouTube channel where these videos live. Come follow me on Twitter, which is probably where I'm most active. You can follow No Borders Naturals, Metadent on Twitter, on Instagram, Facebook. Kind of hard to miss, pretty much. If you put it into Google, you're gonna find it. So thank you again for following us, everybody who's a supporter of NBDR and along of NBDR. We know who you are. We appreciate you. We see your orders come through our websites. We've actually had shareholders go on Metadent and order medical, little, you know, $5 or $10 medical stuff that they don't actually need, just to, you know, engage with the system and see how things go and see how packages look when they get shipped and whatever else. So keep doing it, folks. We love it. We love it. And we appreciate you guys so much. And we're having a blast. So Q1's pretty much wrapped up. And just onward and upward. We're going to get it done. So thank you guys again for following us and for watching me ramble on these things all the time. And have a fantastic evening.